Hey there, I'm Abby Huntsman. Welcome to HuffPost Live. It is now time for the Community Sound Off, my favorite time of the day, where you guys get to comment on some of the hot stories on Huffington Post. Joining me today to talk about these stories are Clay, founder of dadlabs.com in Austin, Texas, Iris, freelance writer in Stuart, Florida, Jan, film producer in New York, Katie Halper, political comedian and writer in New York, and Zach Lewis, market analyst at Reticentives. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
So the vice presidential candidate, Paul Ryan, asserted Tuesday morning that the numbers behind Romney's tax plan do in fact add up. But the numbers don't add up, and allied conservative groups are now rushing to help fill in the details. Guys, this is a splash of Huffington Post right now. I'm curious about what you think. Look, I'm not at all a tax expert, so I'm not asking you guys to explain Romney's tax plan because clearly Romney himself can't even do that. But how important is it for Romney tomorrow night in the debates to explain a little more in depth about what his tax plan is all about?
You know, I think everybody's got their own sort of take on these specifics. I know myself, I'm a marathon runner, and this guy, Paul Ryan, he can't even remember, what he ran the marathon in, much less deal with these major numbers of the budget. So I'm just a little surprised that this guy's got any kind of credibility when it comes to mathematics. In
a sense, this tax plan is not Ryan's plan. This is Romney's plan, and he's put in the position to have to answer the same questions that Romney has to answer. You have to imagine it's probably difficult for him at times.
Well, he picked a running mate, so he has to deal with his effects, and now he can sit there and look like an ass, so it's his fault.
Well, exactly. It's a job like any other job, and if you accept a job, then you have to live up to it. So if you say you're going to do something, you better show me how you're going to do it, or else, quite frankly, we're not going to believe you.
We have a huge deficit. We need to address it in a real way, and not in a way that benefits the rich. It's this idea that they're going to create all these jobs. The corporations are making a huge amount of profit, and they're not creating a lot more jobs. So, the idea that anyone should feel sorry for Ryan is not something I think most of us should contemplate.
Oh, the day that he's not selling senior citizens under the bus or throwing them under the bus with his Medicare plan is the day that I'll maybe for 1 second consider feeling sorry for Paul Ryan. But he's not a very sympathetic character.
Man, I think we might have some liberals in this group today. So tomorrow night, we all know the debate's going on. Obviously, I don't think any of you guys are Romney-Ryan fans, but speaking on behalf of maybe some of the Republican or independent voters that are looking for a little bit more, what can Romney say at all about his tax plan that might give a little more assurance as to what it's going to do? Does he need to give specific details? Does he need to give actual numbers that say this adds up because this adds to that, that adds to that?
Let's be honest, Bill Clinton spoke numbers to the American public, and now having seen the bounce back in the polls for Barack Obama, that's all it took were numbers. And there have been no numbers provided by the Romney-Ryan campaign.